Hi students, welcome back. Now let's go through the remaining portions of the chapter. The mouth and the buccal cavity. Food is taken into body through the mouth. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. We chew the food with the teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces. Each tooth is rooted in a separate socket in the gums. Our teeth vary in appearance and perform different functions. Accordingly, they are given different names. Food is taken in through mouth and this process is known as ingestion. The process of taking food through mouth is known as ingestion. Food is chewed with the teeth and broken into small pieces. This tooth is rooted in separate socket which is present in the gum. So in the gum, the tooths are fixed in separate sockets. The appearance and functions of each teeth will be different. It has different names such as incisors, canine, premolars and molars. The last three pair of teeth are molar, then the two pairs are premolar, then canine, a pair of canine, and there are 4 incisors. So this is only one side of the jaw. The lower jaw is shown here, and similarly there are also upper jaw. Okay. Milk teeth and permanent teeth. Do you remember about falling of your teeth some years ago? The first set of teeth grows during infancy and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8 years. These are termed milk teeth. The second set that replaces them are the permanent teeth. The permanent teeth may last throughout life or fall off during old age or due to some dental disease. So we had a first set of teeth which is known as milk teeth, and it is then replaced by the permanent teeth. So these permanent teeth will be there in our mouth permanently unless we get a dental disease or tooth decay. Activity 2.2. Wash your hands. Look into the mirror and count your teeth. Use your index finger to feel the teeth. How many kinds of teeth could you find? Take a piece of an apple or bread and eat it. Which teeth do you use for biting and cutting? Or which one for piercing and tearing? Also find out the ones that are used for chewing and grinding. Record your observations in table 2.2. So let's do one activity. First we have to wash our hands, then have to count the teeth by looking into a mirror. Then take an apple and closely observe which teeth we are used for biting and cutting and which one for piercing and tearing and which teeth we are using for chewing and grinding. Okay, then accordingly we can mark our observations in the table 2.2. For cutting and biting, we use 4 teeth in lower jaw and 4 teeth in upper jaw. Okay, that is incisors. We use incisors to the process of cutting and biting. Okay, so we use incisors from the lower jaw 4 and upper jaw 4. So total it makes 8. Next one, for piercing and tearing teeth, we use canine. Okay, so the teeth used for piercing and tearing is canine. They are 2 from the lower jaw and 2 from the upper jaw. So it makes a total of 4. For chewing and grinding teeth, we have premolars and molars. 4 premolar and 6 molar from the lower jaw, and similarly 4 premolar and 6 molar in the upper jaw. So it makes a total of 20. Okay. For cutting and biting teeth, we have incisors. As piercing and tearing, we have canine. And for chewing and grinding, we have premolars and molars. So, total we have 32. Our mouth has the salivary glands which secrete saliva. Do you know the action of saliva on food? Let us find out. So, our mouth also has salivary glands. It secretes saliva. Okay, let's do one activity to find out the action of salivary glands. Activity 2.3. Take 2 test tubes, label them A and B. In test tube A, put 1 teaspoonful of boiled rice. In test tube B, keep 1 teaspoonful of boiled rice after chewing it for 3 to 5 minutes. Add 3 to 4 ml of water in both the test tubes. Now pour 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution in each test tube and observe. Why is there a change in color in the test tubes? Discuss the results with your classmates and your teacher. The saliva breaks down the starch into sugar. So this is a simple experiment. We have to take two test tubes. Name one test tube as A and the next one as B. Then for the test tube A, we have to add boiled rice. Okay, for the test tube A, we have to add boiled rice. For test tube B, we have to add chewed rice. That means we have to chew this boiled rice for 3 to 4 times and then put it in test tube B. Okay, then to both the test tubes we have to add water for 3 to 4 ml of water we have to be added. Then 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution also. Okay, and after some time we will observe a color change. In test tube A, it will turn to blue-black color. Do you know why? Yes, it's because of the presence of starch. But in test tube B, it does not change its color. This is because there is no starch present in test tube B. The saliva which is present in our mouth will convert this starch into sugar, and therefore there is no starch in test tube B and its color will not get changed. Okay, so this is a simple activity to make you understand that saliva is present in our mouth and this saliva will convert the starch into sugar. The tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity. It is free at the front and you can move it in all directions. Do you know the functions of the tongue? We use our tongue for talking. Besides, it mixes saliva with the food during chewing and helps in swallowing food. We also taste food with our tongue. It has taste buds that detect different tastes of food. We can find out the position of taste buds by the following activity. So, tongue is a fleshy muscular organ and it is attached to the floor of our buccal cavity. Only one part of the tongue is attached, so the front portion is movable in all the directions. And the function of tongue include talking, mixing of saliva, and it also helps you swallow food. Tongue also contains taste buds which helps you taste food. So tongue is a fleshy muscular organ. It is attached to the buccal cavity and its one portion is movable, front portion it's movable. And its functions include talking, mixing of saliva, swallowing food, and for the process of tasting. Activity 2.4. Prepare a separate sample each of sugar solution, common salt solution, lemon juice, and a juice of crushed neem leaf or bitter gourd. Blindfold one of your classmates and ask her or him to take out the tongue and keep it in straight and flat position. Use a clean toothpick to put the above samples one by one on the different areas of the tongue as shown in figure 2.6. Use a new toothpick for each sample. Ask the classmate which areas of the tongue could detect the sweet, salty, sour and bitter substances. Now write down your observations and label figure 2.6. Repeat the activity with other classmates. So this is an activity to find out our taste buds. Okay, so we have to prepare 4 solutions. One is of sugar solutions. It is sweet, isn't it? Sugar solution is sweet. Then common salt solution, it's salty. Lemon juice is sour. And juice of crushed neem leaf or bitter gourd is it's bitter. So here we are going to find out sweet, salty, sour and bitter taste. Okay. So if we do the experiment like this, then we will find out that we have to then mark it out in figure 2.6. Okay, here they have given at the lowest portion. The first one is the sweet taste. There are sweet taste buds. Okay, the first one is sweet. The second one in a dark brown color they are given, that one. Okay, it's salty. These two are salty. The next one is sour. Okay. And at the end, bitter. Okay, so this is the order for the taste buds. First one sweet, then salty, then sour, and the last one is bitter. Okay, so these are the taste buds that is present in our tongue. So when we do the activity like this, our friend will detect the sweet when it is placed in the front portion of the tongue, and bitter when it is placed in the towards the last of the tongue. Okay, so this is simple experiment to identify the taste buds in our mouth. The food pipe or esophagus. The swallowed food passes into the food pipe or esophagus. Look at figure 2.2. The food pipe runs along the neck and the chest. Food is pushed down by the movement of wall of the food pipe. Actually, this movement takes place throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food downwards. At times, the food is not accepted by our stomach and is vomited out. Recall the instances when you vomited after eating and think of the reason for it. Discuss with your parents and teachers. So, from the mouth, the food will passes into food pipe or the esophagus. It runs through the neck and chest. We can see it in the diagram itself. So, the food moves down the food pipe. Actually, this movement of food takes place throughout the alimentary canal. And we also have experienced the vomiting of food due to some digestion problem. The stomach. The stomach is a thick-walled bag. Its shape is like a flattened U and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. It receives food from the food pipe at one end and opens into the small intestine at the other. The inner lining of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. The mucus protects the lining of the stomach. The acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium in the stomach acidic and helps the digestive juices to act. The digestive juices break down the proteins into simpler substances. So, stomach is a thick-walled bag and it is in the shape of a flattened U. In the diagram, we can see that isn't it? It's in the shape of a flattened U. It is the widest part. Okay, among the alimentary canal, it's the widest part. In the inner wall, there secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid, and the digestive juices. So, the inner wall of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juices. And these three has its own functions. The first one, mucus. It protects the lining of the stomach. So, the function of mucus is to protect the lining of the stomach. Next one, hydrochloric acid. The function of hydrochloric acid is to kill the bacteria and it also helps the medium of the stomach to be acidic and the digestive juices to act. Okay, so it will promote the process of digestion in the stomach. And also the digestive juices which will break down the proteins into simpler substances. So these are the functions of mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. A question can be asked like this. Okay, the functions of mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. Mucus will protect the stomach lining. Hydrochloric acid will kill the bacteria and help the process of digestion to take place. And the digestive juices will break the proteins into simpler substances. Okay. So students, we will discuss the remaining portion of the chapter in next video. All of you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of next video. See you soon. Thank you.